So
Sure.
what was that first watch for you then that you remember that as a watch guy you bought and you're like, all right, I understand what this is.
Probably, let me see, the first one that I start, well, my wife, again, she bought me, it was the Omega Seamaster Professional 300
Wow.
that I just said, I have that one with the gray wave dial. And I said, I was like, that's the one. As soon as I saw that one, that was my first luxury piece. And that was the one I lusted after. And I said, that'll be it. Give me that one and I'll be happy. And
boy, was you wrong.
Boy, was I wrong.
Nah, I feel it because I just seen a Omega Speedmaster like in the flesh, and I get it. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I totally understand.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, man. So how many videos on YouTube and how are you doing? How's that going for you?
Man, I'm about to hit 1,300 subscribers.
Congrats.
So yeah, me and P. Ross are tracking right along pretty much the same. I think I got, we're right up there. I think I got over 100 videos, 110. I haven't really checked lately, somewhere over 100. But another thing too that I would do is when I talk about research, I would also subscribe to channels that help you with your YouTube channel and explain a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And so, like Nick Nimmin and some of these other ones telling you how to fix your background, how to get more subscribers. And some of that stuff is just to drive traffic to their channel. Right. But if you glean some of the details out of there, like I was expecting, they said you typically, about your first year, average channels hit about 1,000 subscribers, and they don't really start moving until after about 100 videos. So I was prepared for all that stuff. It's a grind like anything. You guys know, I ain't got to tell it to you. Yeah. You guys already know it's a grind. And I think it's how long you can last the grind. And if you can, stay in the game, determines a lot of whether you're successful or not.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. It is a lot of work.
And to be honest with you, everybody listening and watching, that's why we like featuring other YouTubers, because they understand. There's just this kind of unspoken kind of language that we all speak, and we know the struggle.
Yes, sir.
We know that some people come into this game and do one or two videos and rise to the top, which is rare. But then there's people like us that we have to grind. It's been years and multiple videos and multiple late nights and early mornings. And it's been tough, but I guess at the end of the day, we do it because we love it. We love watches. We love the community. Absolutely. And then we love the aspect of actually putting in a video together. Right. So.
Right.
Absolutely. I don't think especially the people that drop rude comments, and we all get them. We all get them. They have no clue. You talk about walk a mile in somebody's shoes. They don't want to get in the arena. It's either like, I sometimes I want to say, if you're going to criticize, man, spend some time in the arena before you say anything.
Yeah, of course.
And they never,
and they never do.
They never do. They're too scared.
They just have low self-esteem.
That's it. That's it.
But the craziest thing is full circle, right? So those rude people leave these dumb comments or whatever. One day they're going to have a kid, or maybe they already have a kid. Well, YouTube's a big thing for kids growing up nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
What happens when their kid starts a YouTube channel and they get a rude comment? Now they're going to be like, oh, well, somebody's being mean to my kid. Well, dumbass, we're doing the same thing.
Some of these guys so ignorant, they'll troll their own kids. So,
yeah, true.
You don't care. So, we see you have some nice guitars, as you see in the background.
A lot of them.
How does your love for music and watches clash with each other?
Well, I try to put them together. That's my new format. I just started maybe 10 videos ago. I said, you know what? I'm going to try to merge my two loves in, because it is Rock the Watch channel. Right. I said I wanted to add a little bit more rock. And that was when I started it. I said, I always wanted to be a rock star growing up, and then life gets in the way. So they say being a rock star is 90% luck and 10% talent. And I can attest to that. Again, it's like you grind those out in local bands and stuff like that. So I love rock music, rock guitars, and I love watches. So I said, hey, that's when I started my channel. I said, hey, let's try to merge the two together. But I didn't really, I wanted to put more rock into it recently. So the last, 10 or so videos, throwing a little bit of guitar playing and stuff like that there. And of course, so it doesn't clash. There's where it comes together. Where it clashes is obviously money. You know, everybody
Right.
works from a finite amount of money. So the two they kind of got to go, am I going to get a guitar this time or a new watch? So it ebbs
Right.
and flows as the collection of watches grows. Say, okay, I can slow this down and get another guitar. But then it also gets to the point where I'm like, I got enough of all of it. So like,
sure.
you know.
So how many guitar? I mean, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guitars.
There's 7 on the wall, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 5, probably 12 or 13.
Holy
at one time, I used to have like 22 guitars at one time, way back in the day. Oh yeah.
So what is it about guitars? Is it just like watches? They do the same thing, but they look different, or do they each perform like a different task and sound different, or?
Some of them, like this one right here above I had this blue one, which might look black on camera. That's a 7-string. So normal guitars have 6 strings. Now this is a 7-string, so it's got a lower string on it, so it sounds heavier, like more of that real heavy metal type of stuff. But then the rest of them, it's basically different styles and colors, and then the things on there, the pickups, they might sound a little bit different, and the necks might be a little bit. So they are actually kind of like watches. They're a little bit different, perform the same task, but they have different shapes and styles. And so actually, now that you mention it, they are a lot like watches.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. So are you still in a band or
no,
you just collect them?
Yeah. We probably I think it was 2008 or 10 was the last band I was in. We recorded a couple CDs up in Brooklyn, New York, and then I met my current wife, and we had a kid, and so that kind of stuff. You guys know how that is. You have a family that goes to the side.
Backburner.
Wow.
It has to.
Yeah.
Was she a fan of your music? Is that how you met her?
Not really. No.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, not really. No.
All right. Well, so switching back to watches, we obviously saw your Notice to Retrospect video, which belongs to your boy Chris, and I actually own that exact same watch, same dial, same everything, and believe it or not, that's how I met Chris. So I bought my watch, and I was just looking online for some reviews on the Notice Retrospect, and his popped up, and then he had another video, and I was like, who's this guy? And we connected, I left messages, and I was a fan first. And then we sort of started talking and became friends, right? So, so I guess the reason I bring that up is because we really want to get your opinion on Microbrands. Obviously, we know you like them, but tell us why, and maybe speak about the value of them or the differences between them and a regular normal brand. So,
well, that's one of the reasons. Well, first of all, let me talk about the Notice. That's a fantastic watch, especially the dial color. You have that real light. Salmon. I call it a champagne, but it's a salmon dial. But it's, man, that's a great watch. That is a fantastic watch. And I think you hit it. You mentioned it before. Value for money is where Microbrands really shine. And they will also do things that the major brands either are resistant to, or they just don't care, or they fail to do it. They just don't listen to their customers or audiences. And so they'll do things like their loom is ridiculous on Microbrands. Typically loom is ridiculous. They'll do like that Notice sandwich dial. They'll do things like Zelos is one of the ones that they'll listen to their customer base, say, hey, this is not right. They'll change it. And they'll, hey, we would like a ceramic bezel or sapphire bezel insert or this and that. They fill the gaps where people wish these major brands would do certain things, like Seiko. You guys had Mark from Long Island Watch. I bought